Howdy YouTube, Mike Hall here for Naps, New Age Pipe Smokers. Hope y'all are doing well today. I'm doing pretty good. Got a couple days of snow and cold coming, but next week it's going to be 70s and sunny and beautiful, so spring, yeah. Today I'm going to smoke some Cornell and Deal Folklore. Thanks to Daniel Seaman. Thanks, buddy. I didn't want to buy a pound of it when it came out because, well, for one, I'm not too keen on buying a pound of something I've never tried and could end up hating. For another, when I read the description of it, I kind of got the impression that they might be making it out of like leftovers and floor sweepings from the last, few small batches. Looking at it, after smoking it and looking at it, I'm not so sure that that's not what they did. The tin note's really good though. It's slightly incensey. I think it's the casturi is the main component that's making that happen. But it's a nice little like brownie cake. A lot of stems in it though. I did notice that. That kind of reinforced my floor sweepings perspective. But yeah, the casturi definitely seems to be the predominant note in the tin. You can smell a little bit of that perique funkiness, but mostly it's just that it's hard to describe. It's almost like a weird blend of burley and orientals. Yeah, so I already got the charring light done, so light it up and try this out again. That's pretty nice. I noticed every bowl I've smoked of this so far on the initial light, on the false light, and on the first few puffs after that, I get a bit of a tongue and lip tingle, almost like I do from a lot of McBaron blends. I'm wondering if that might just be the bright Virginias in there, or something, or whatever topping or casing, if they put any in there, because it goes away almost right away as soon as the tobacco gets going. After the first few puffs, it's gone, which is fine. Yeah, after those first few puffs, rude. After those first few puffs, that brightness goes away, and the casturi really takes over. You can tell that there's other components in there. At least I guess. I haven't smoked casturi straight, although I'm kind of intrigued. But that definitely seems to be what's taking over. It's a really interesting leaf. It's like woody and spicy. Just a slight like floral hint, kind of how some burleys have that really like robust incensey taste, and a lot of orientals as well. Burns really nice too. After, like I said, I get that just initial tingle on that first light. But after that, it seems to burn really nice and cool. The casturi does kind of overwhelm the blend a bit. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but I can taste the Virginias, especially. I feel like I can pick out that that Red Virginia from the Carolina Red Flake. That could just be totally all in my head, but I feel like I can taste that in here. And I know it's got Perique in it, but I don't really get much Perique in the taste, maybe a little bit. It seems to be kind of masked by that woody floral taste of the Casturi. I gotta say, I didn't expect to like this blend, even though I've liked almost all of the C&D small batches. Just because when I heard the description, I was like, man, this really sounds like a marketing gimmick just to get rid of like some leftover leaf that they had from a couple batches and put it all in these big cakes and just sell it off real fast as a small batch because they know everybody will go crazy for it. And like I said, after smoking it, and especially seeing the cake and the amount of stems in it and things like that, I'm pretty convinced that might be exactly what they did. But that doesn't mean that it didn't work. So I gotta say, for what could be floor sweepings, it's pretty damn good. I'm not like bereft that I didn't buy a pound of it or anything, but I don't know. If this was available in just regular tins, I'd probably pick one up from time to time. Curious what it would be like after it sits for a year or two. So yeah, Folklore is not bad. I mean, I think I've smoked 4 or 5 bowls of it now, and I'm still enjoying it. Pretty good floor sweepings. I know Cornell and Deal gets a little bit of hate in the Naps group. I love a lot of their blends, but a lot of people just are like, oh, it's garbage. It's it just shows how different everybody's tastes are. But there's quite a few of their blends that I'm just kind of eh. But I feel like the small batches, even this one, even if it is just some leftovers or some of it's leftovers, that they added some other stuff too, it's pretty good. Most of the small batches I've tried of theirs have been pretty good. Sansa Pulcro is one of my all-time favorites. Carolina Red Flake's good. Carolina Red Flake with Perique is excellent. The 8 State Burley was okay. I guess they're releasing another round of that soon. I haven't revisited the first release since shortly after I got it, so it's been sitting in a jar for quite a while. I might have to get that out and check it out again. Yeah, anyway, that's my take on Folklore. Burns really good all the way to the bottom too. I didn't have any like leftover dottle or anything, even really, just nice clean ash. So that's pretty surprising for a crumble cake. Although C&D is usually pretty good about the other than like their goopy aromatics. Anytime you have a propylene glycol soaked aromatic, it's gonna be wet as fuck. But most of the time, their blends, even their crumble cakes, are at a pretty good moisture content. I usually don't have to give them much of any dry time. This I let sit dry for about 5-10 minutes, something like that. Just enough to kind of air it out. Yeah, not sad that I didn't buy a whole pound of it, but I wish they would have just sold it in regular batches. Maybe picked a few of the stems out, made it like it look like a better blend. Because it's something that I would buy again. Not in 16-ounce lots, but anyway, yeah, I'm done babbling. Thanks again, Seaman, for the sample of this stuff. I'm gonna smoke the rest of it and enjoy it. It's Thursday, so hop on tonight for the mantle. I think Rizzo had the idea that we could use Zoom instead of Facebook Messenger because it seems to work a little better, and I think that's a pretty good idea. Zoom also gives us the option to record it if we so desire. Some of the wonderful conversations that we have on the mantle feel like they'd be great to share with the world via YouTube. Sometimes it's about smoke and meat. Sometimes it's about pipes and tobacco. Sometimes it's about, smoking crack or midget porn. Sometimes even about cigars. But yeah, it's at 7 Central, 8 Eastern. Every Thursday we do Seaman's Mantle. So if you're not a member of the Facebook group, the New Age Pipe Smokers Facebook group, just hop on there and look. The link gets posted every Thursday. All are welcome, and we'd like to see you. Thanks for listening to me ramble on and for watching our videos. See y'all later.